Have I done the gray routes? Is that the route? I know we did one of them, I believe, where she like burns us alive. What I wanted to do first was I wanted to go back to Mommy Dummy Tower because she has another route where if you just kill yourself. That was the one thing we didn't do in the tower route. If I'm not mistaken. Also, Liz, you're fucking naked. Somebody take care of Liz. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There is only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Oh shit, Liz! Thank you so much for 2 months.
I am a Storm K independent woman.
You are a Storm K independent woman. So true. So fucking true, bestie. Slay! For anyone who hasn't seen this fucking game, prepare.
You're on a path.
Prepare,
in the woods,
dude.
And at the end of that path,
Have a good one.
is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. I have to get back into the groove of this. I'm just trying to think what I can fucking do this route. We definitely want to go back to the tower. I'm just trying to remember, like, how to get to the tower route. That's the thing that I'm trying to remember here. Doing the prisoner route and killing her gets the other gray. Word. Hold on. I need to look this up. Let me grab my phone. Cause I normally don't have monitors for OBS. Gotta get the prisoner route. Or no, I'm sorry, tower route. Let me pull up Slay the Princess wiki here. Not because I'm a fucking dirty cheater. Oh, thank you, I love cows. Moo. Not because I'm a dirty fucking cheater, pumpkin eater. But because... I don't know. I don't want to fuck it up. Let's see here. Slay the Princess. I don't want to show you guys things you've already seen, so to speak. Okay. We're gonna ignore the narrator today.
You make your way up
At
the
least
short
in this
path
moment.
to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses,
No,
not slave.
no, we're supposed to slay this
Ignore
one.
him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
She will only eat hot chip and lie. So true. So true. Also, if a mod wants to
The
do
interior
a
of the
ping
cabin
for
is
the
almost
game, thanks so
entirely
much.
bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Alright, we're gonna take the blade.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp,
Nice!
a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Oh.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Right.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs.
Hi,
with your
bestie!
eyes
Long
on the
time no
princess.
see!
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the
Long
far
time no
wall of the
see.
basement.
How are you doing?
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the
Yes.
world?
Focus on the task.
Yes, she is.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or
Yeah,
something?
kinda, sorta, maybe. Trying to remember how to get to this. Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. No, no. Have to go to work. Have a good work. Thank you for the lurk. Oh, that rhymed. I'm so Dr. Seuss pilled. Take care, Liz. Always good to see you.
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point?
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do.
I'm gonna tighten my fucking grip. I'm gonna tighten my grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
I'm gonna fucking pop your boobs open.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm sorry, girlfriend.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a
Yes.
reason, right?
Yeah, you are.
And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to
Okay.
use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your
You don't
jaw.
wonder what made her this way? She's a reflection of how we feel. Because we're two parts of the same god.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been
Cool.
fractured.
Holy shit, that hurts.
Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again
Oh,
and again,
shit.
and her fists
Did I
connect
get
with
the
your body
adversary
as
on
we can
accident?
Still turn this around.
Oh, here we go. Wait, no. Give up.
Are you serious? As internal bleeding sets in, the blade falls from your trembling hands, clattering to the ground uselessly. You lacked the will to finish the job. Your bruised and broken body
This is
falling
new,
to its knees
kind of.
before.
I've never seen this fucking still before.
The princess, exhausted, chest heaving with heavy
That
breaths,
princess is slaying. I
tosses the
agree,
blade
Captain
away
Shay.
from
You're
you.
right.
This is the end, isn't it?
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
Jay, you're
Plants her
naked.
foot on your chest
Not in front of
and
the
pushes you
princess,
onto your
dude. Put some
back,
pants on.
the air leaving your lungs in a heavy puff. and then she brings her knee to your throat.
Okay, thanks, bad bitch.
She leans into it with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess, shattering your windpipe and leaving you starved for breath.
That's too bad. I was
Karen!
looking forward to some company.
Thanks, Karen. Congrats on your gifted, Jay.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
We are now almost at 20 subs. 20 out of the 50. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So I'm actually going to save right up
You're
at
on a
the,
path
we're going to
through the
save
woods,
up at
and at the end of that path is
cabin.
a cabin. And in the
And then we'll
basement
get
of
all the
that
routes
cabin,
for this, because I feel like
is a
we didn't do
princess.
some parts of this.
You're here to slay her.
I just
Don't.
pulled out my
It
card.
will be the end of
Feel
the
free
world.
to give forward to someone who might not have it. But thanks so much, homie. Genuinely. So kind of Kieran, thank you. And Jay, just the fact you wanted to pull out your card. Thanks so much. Thank you everybody for keeping this subathon going. It's been such a
before you
pleasure,
go any
gang.
further.
Genuinely.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
We might as well just pledge
Oh
ourselves. to
god,
her
this fucking guy.
and stop pretending we're
So
capable of
anytime
doing
we
anything
die a
in this
certain way, we
situation.
get a
She
different
probably
voice
doesn't
of
even need to
consciousness.
try to overpower
This one,
us.
because we submitted to the princess and she murdered us. Voice of the broken. Playing princess game.
Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being
Being a
realistic.
bitch, bro.
You're being
Damn
annoying.
straight.
Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included. I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver
freak
platter.
yeah.
Rescue her? Given the
Using
stakes
my
of the
last
situation,
$2
isn't
for bit.
really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's.
I did pledge myself to her. We got
If
that
that's
ending.
what you want. I guess I don't have
Once
a
the
say.
VODs get uploaded, the entire VODs for Slay the Princess should be coming out tonight. They should be.
The interior of the
Okay.
cabin is larger
I'm gonna
and more
save right
grand.
here.
The blade is your implement. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
Okay, so we're at this fucking section of the game, right? So we're at the tower. Let me really quickly just do a little. Here we go. I'm just making sure that. Yes. Okay. So there are things that we haven't seen yet. There are many things, actually, that we haven't quite seen yet. So that's really exciting. So this time around, what we're gonna do is we're going. There's an option in this route to kill ourselves, right? Where's the guns? What's up,
Walk
Ellis?
Up to the wall what are you
Bomb
talking
has
about?
been defused.
You reach forward and we should count ourselves lucky.
I'm gonna take
Some
the
things
blade.
are better left. You take the
So
blade.
the one thing I think we didn't do in this route specifically was kill ourselves. Because we've seen the Fury route, we've seen the route when we
The door
defy
to the
her.
basement creaks open.
We haven't
revealing a
seen the
spiral
route where we
staircase.
completely take our
Its
own
steps
life.
almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment,
Well, we're actually exploding in
almost
5.5
feel at
hours.
ease.
This is actually kind of nice.
Also, welcome back, Dogshaw, from your lurk.
It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a
Yeah,
favor.
maybe. Mayhaps.
Her booming voice rolls up the
You're gonna
stairs.
explode yourself? You don't gotta do that. You already disabled your pipe bomb.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness
Okay.
me.
Yes, ma'am.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that
Sorry,
little
Gamer.
voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Fucking swallow my Diet Coke wrong.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond.
Hi,
Princess towers over
bestie.
you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
So, for anybody who hasn't been here for the other 3 streams that we've done this, one, the VODs will be out tonight. I'm planning to publish all the Slay the Princess VODs tonight. So if you haven't seen the gameplay, I really recommend going and watching those, because this was a game that I've had so much fun playing. And to put it in perspective, I have, according to my Steam page, 16 hours in this game, right? And that's a lot for a visual novel, 16 hours. But what you don't understand is, we are only 55% done with this game. So if you would like context of what's going on and things like that, I will be linking when those VODs come out tonight, and please feel free. Like, you know what, actually, let me go and schedule those right now. Do you guys mind? No, I won't do it now. Never mind. I don't want to halt this up. This is important. I will publish them later. The princess towers over you. Okay.
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming.
Damn straight.
Drop it.
Tightening my grip.
As if on command, the blade slips from your grasp. It clatters uselessly
Okay,
to the
great.
floor. But we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just going
she's
to let that
controlling the
happen to
narrative.
us? I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade. Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence. Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out
Dude,
of
she's
it.
controlling us with her mind.
Kneel.
No.
Oh, are you still trying to defy me? I said kneel.
Okay.
Your legs buckle, and your knees hit the floor.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you tried to kill me. And here you are again, trying to succeed where you've already catastrophically failed.
You
What
can't
draws
kill
you
me
back
either.
here beyond the empty
Like,
halls
not
of
really.
death. Speak.
The last time we met, nobody should have met her before this. You should be the first. You're the only one I'd trust to deal with her.
Then you shouldn't have trusted us. There was nothing we could do to stop her then. And there's nothing we can do to stop her.
That's kind of some pessimistic
He's being
bullshit right there,
melodramatic,
dude.
But yeah, we've been here before, and she absolutely destroyed us. What are we even supposed to do to stop her? That's worrying.
Voice of the Broken is
Whatever
route
you
is
do,
so
don't
annoying.
tell her
I
why
mean,
you're
like,
here.
when you
It's
really
best
think
not to
about it, a
give her
lot of
any
the voices
ideas.
are really annoying and they're like, you know, first routes.
Do you think holding shut your beak is enough to stop me from prying it
Okay.
open? Do you think your skull can save your thoughts from being seen? You're less broken than I thought. Perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters.
Girl.
Pick up that needle.
Do it.
She wants us to do heroin.
She
She wants us to do heroin.
No objections here. I don't know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but we might as well pick up the blade. As your eye falls on the blade, you feel a weight.
Shut up,
Some
Alice.
divine hand that sits
She shot?
unperceived by your senses, but that manages to
What the
push
fuck
you
does that mean?
towards its desires like an unseen puppeteer.
Wow.
You reach forward and grasp the blade.
Like a back shot, but with the woman? Oh.
Stand.
This one's easy. Okay, yeah. You can feel a creaking tension between body and will as you slowly rise to your feet, like two foes forced into an unhappy truce.
I think Mantom.
The princess eyes you with soft contemplation. The moment seems to last a lifetime, a silent anticipation of what's to come.
I didn't
dragging
put
out the
space?
long,
Oh
painful
shit, how did I not
seconds.
realize that?
But all silences are broken eventually.
Yeah, damn straight, lady. Damn straight.
To define me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. You are quiet shadow, while I am brilliant radiance.
Girl, give a fucking break.
Take that knife in your hand and slit your throat.
I'm okay.
You don't have to listen to her. You're armed. Just steel your nerves, step forward, and end
Why
this.
does she need shoes if she's floating?
Oh, we'll end this all right. Your hand lifts the blade and brings it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for the unclear language. End.
Right. Slay myself?
Your body is sluggish and unresponsive, actively fighting against you, but you do your best to stagger forward. One step at a
She
time.
knows she's hot.
You move
Yeah, she's
towards
fucking.
Slitting your throat would have been a mercy, but it seems you're in need of a harsher lesson.
Let her air the grippers? Dogs will die without air. I'm putting her grippers in the hot car, Kieran. You're gonna go inside with them.
Plunge that knife into your lungs.
I'm sorry. Don't. As you take another step forward, the blade digs into your ribs, slicing through flesh with ease.
What?
It somehow feels like an entirely
Where'd
natural
you
thing
go
to
for
do,
this?
while the simple act of walking has become an
Everywhere.
arduous impossibility.
Why? She just told me it wasn't there.
The blueberry. Only one line in the game. It's
You
right
okay?
there. They said they were out. That they had just sold the last bottle. That there was another one that was brewed. But it wasn't going to be ready for bottling until a week later. So they gave me a list of every place in this town wine brewery is that sells it. And they were all sold. Then I went to a random gas station in Holiday in parking lot. I called ahead for like 40
That is an insane amount of driving. Are you alright? Oh, you sound like shit. Are you alright? Are you sick? Go lay down. Maybe you should do your taxes before you fucking play games, bro.
That scares me. I have to go. You want to call therapy today? Or do you want to wait till like Thursday for wedding communication?
Probably fumigation, if that's alright. It's not me delaying it, I just think it's the
Yeah.
best time.
I'll have to be on the decisions.
But I would have spotted you for it. I was planning on just getting myself something anyways. Like,
No, I didn't.
Matt,
What?
why didn't you let me know?
Not until I ordered it.
Fucking Christ. Hi Matt, when we playing League? Jake says.
Come first. You play Siege and you finish your fucking games.
I'm busy.
Yeah.
I'm slaying princesses.
Siege is the stupidest thing. If you don't play League for a full season, which is 90 days, you have to win like 5 or 10 competitive games before you can play ranked game. Because the game thinks you're watched.
Okay.
It's like 30 to 45 minutes a game just to play ranked again.
Well, I don't like ranked anyways.
Yeah.
I wouldn't play competitive games because I see what it fucking makes men.
I play competitive games just because I watch Fortnite. Huge shame.
People who only play competitive games, you can always tell because they don't know how to process anything.
What about games? Unlimited games.
But no games. Anyway, get back to killing myself. I'm sorry, guys. I have to kill myself.
Then it slides back out, the wound burning as a small hiss of air.
Now, do it again. Keep doing it until I give you permission to
We're
stop.
trying to figure it out, so it won't be a problem.
Those are just words. You don't have to listen to her.
It's what she wants.
You, heroic one, what are you doing? Don't just let this happen. Stop him from killing you. I'm on it. Your other hand locks around your wrist.
Jesus
struggling
Christ,
to keep it
dude.
from perforating vital organs. But the blade still flails towards you, managing to slice bits of skin that plop to the floor to join the growing pile of blood and gore beneath you. Despite the pain, you manage to keep yourself in one piece. At least for now.
What a pitiful display. A wounded little bird thinking it can defy a god. It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to hurt so much. You can choose a gentle end. You can choose to leave that punctured vessel for the next.
I'm gonna slay myself.
No, you can't just give in to your body and its renegade hand freeze in place until you get a hold of yourself.
You're shaking. It's pointless to resist. In the end, everything submits to oblivion.
She is pretty
But
fine.
you're not the one resisting me, are you? There's something else in there.
She's pretty fucking hot, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Hi, Weenie.
Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An
Oh, this is
echo.
new dialogue.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
I forgot I didn't go to the class of the wine I had to go on in Alexandria and I was
Thanks, Matt.
Perfect's already done. I just need to leave that.
Yeah.
Here it goes.
And I guess in here, but, you know, not right now.
Move back and while you're slaying princesses.
I'm her. Why am I hers, though? Like, I'm not hers. She's got some possessive issues, man. Bro got the narrator show. Sorry, I'm just waiting for Matt to do Matt things. And then we'll continue. I'm also eating sushi right now, so that's why there's a little bit of a delay here. I do apologize, gamers. If you're still hungry, come in and get some of my sushi, okay?
Is this how I do this?
And I'll send you 20 in a minute. I'll even send you 30 for the gas. Oh, be careful. That is not how you do that. Have you ever opened a bottle of wine before that wasn't even twist off?
No.
Gotta keep twisting. See? There you go.
That is fragrant.
I love fragrance. Sorry, gamers, 1 second. Bro is struggling with his bottle of wine. Shout out, people! This is the only reason why I had fucking blueberry wine in the first place. And people was like, I had blueberry wine last night.
Spit the table. See if you like it.
Tastes like blueberry wine. That's good. Thanks. Okay, gamers, let's slay this princess.
You bring the blade to your neck. You slice through soft flesh.
Holy
sever
shit!
Veins and arteries. Your blood flowing freely down your body. It's a painful lesson in obedience, but the pain won't last forever.
Well, it's that time of the month. Am I right, ladies? Thanks, Matt.
No.
When I see you again, you'll free me from my chains and deliver me to the destiny that lies beyond this place.
Uh-huh.
We will. I promise.
No, the fuck we
I
won't.
know you will.
Everything goes dark.
The promised destiny is me taking you off to Olive Garden, baby girl. So welcome to the chapter that we haven't done yet.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path...
Oh, let me guess. At the end of that path is a cabin.
Cool.
Excuse me? This is the third time we've been here, and this is hardly a path in the woods. It's all big and weird. Another witness to her radiance. Her hour is soon upon us. I'm here to keep him in check. I'm sick of prying fingers digging around in our head, and he's making it all too easy for them to get in. This is bad.
This is bad.
Oh, is it now? I hadn't noticed. Do you need a primer, Mr.
What happens if we let you explode? I become one with the heat death of the universe? Just like all things when they explode or inevitably die? Just like the hero, I guess so. Sorry, I'm eating so much right now.
No, I'm quite all right, but if all of you would take a moment to settle down, there's something important I'd like to get across to you before it's too late.
Is it about the princess? We already know all about
We're
the
so
princess.
fucking exasperated, dude.
Not to be trusted, that one. No, I mean, yes, it's about the princess, but whatever you think I'm going to say, it's probably not that. You're not to be trusted either.
Look, fine, just out with it already, yeah? If I hear the words, "You're here to slay her," or "If you don't, it will be the end of the world," you're not
Dude, these guys
speaking
are fucking
privileges.
pissed.
You two are just wasting your time. It's all going to end when we open that cabin door, which means it's already all over. What's the point of dawdling when the end is already written?
That's a good point, dude. You want some Seroquel? Hold on, gamers. I want to really quickly, like, scooch this up a little to make sure that you guys can still see the... Oh, let me... Just... There we go. Is that better so you guys can see all the dialogue and shit?
Okay, that nonsense he's going on about, that's what we need to talk about. You've been here before, obviously.
Yeah, no shit.
So you have met us. Because boy, were you in denial about that last time.
Damn.
No, I haven't met you, but reality is clearly falling apart at the moment, and the only reason that would happen is if you knew things you weren't supposed to know. What the hell are you talking about? He's talking about those weird marble trees and how wrong everything looks. Yes, exactly. Whatever you did before gave her far too much power. So you've got to cut it out, get to that cabin and slay her before things get any more out of hand.
We've built a new god, and she is limitless.
Is she?
What's doing that? Make her small, make her small, make her small, make her small. Shit! What if I'm doing it wrong? What if I'm making her even stronger? Do you hear those two, with their runaway thoughts? I'm only giving you the sliver of information I'm giving you now because things are already deep in the shitter.
Oh, fuck.
This was my
Not the
last card
shitter.
to play, and it looks like it's already made things worse. So hurry, cabin, now. As you finish your inane question, the ground quakes beneath your feet. You feel an unyielding
Holy
force
shit.
pulling at you and your surroundings. The trees start to sway and then crumble, breaking apart as everything is drawn towards the cabin. Even the earth beneath you seems to shift. Your feet
Whoa.
unable to grip solid ground as you're dragged forward along with everything else.
The end of everything. The beginning of something new. The moment we open that door, she will be free.
I don't think I want her to be
Stop
free.
believing everything you hear. We just have to get our thoughts in order. We just have to think straight. Any, words of warning? You already know everything you need to know.
Oh, okay. Sure.
As you step forward, the cabin explodes. You're flung backwards.
Holy shit.
Slamming into a tree as debris rains down around you.
Jesus, fuck.
You watch in paralyzed awe and terror as the princess emerges, her body unfurling from some vast space as she stands upright to face you. The world bows to her. The ruined landscape shifts.
Giant
Trees are
woman!
swaying, the ground itself
Let's
succumbing to her
fucking
gravity,
go!
orbiting her like a
This is
great
terrifying.
black hole.
Finally, the little bird has set me free. This is always how it was going to end. And this is always how it was going to begin.
There's a loud thunk from the tree behind you as something embeds in its shattered bark. Your pristine blade. It's now or never.
Take the blade or embrace oblivion. Let me really quickly save right here. Because I want to go back and make sure that there isn't anything else to do. I think for now, I'm going to save over this. Right. So first we're going to take the blade.
Screw all of this, I'm with you. A real god would need us as part of her plan.
You'll never make it to her. And even if you do, what could you possibly hope to accomplish?
We'll do what we were always supposed to. We'll take this blade and we'll sink it into her
Damn
heart.
straight.
Look at the way everything's being flung around her. If we just throw ourselves in her direction, I don't know. Maybe it'll work. Maybe none of this is real. Maybe we can do whatever we want to do. With a forceful tug, you yank the blade out from the tree. You close your eyes, you take a deep breath, and for a moment you can feel everything.
Dude, the music is so good. It's so fucking
You're
good.
a part of everything, and everything's a part of you. And then your eyes open, settling on your target. It's time.
Slay the princess!
You launch yourself towards the princess. You can feel her gravity envelop you, carrying you from the ground into the violent swirl of her orbit.
Even now you defy me. Do it then. Show me what you think it takes to end what's destined to end everything.
Uh-huh, you got it, bestie.
Yeah, do it. Show her.
End this.
Why do I feel so cold?
Oh, okay. Cool. Radical. Yup. She got sucked into the unknown. You do not get the chance to stay with her. Something has taken her away. And it's left something else in her place.
Oh, where did she go? She's gone. Is this the end of the world? Did she end herself?
Okay. So here's what we're gonna do, real quick. I'm gonna save over this, even though it's cool as fuck. Yeah, if you guys missed this, like the first couple VODs of this, they're gonna be up tonight, so feel free to watch them tonight if you'd like. It's actually quite exciting. I really, really have enjoyed this game, and I think all of you would really enjoy it. And I would be oh so humbled if I was the streamer that you watched the VODs of, to actually get to experience this game to its full extreme. Because it's such a fucking good playthrough. If you guys weren't here for the first couple streams of this, we did. So we're gonna actually jump back into this just to see the other ending real quick. We're gonna embrace Oblivion.
Fill the empty seat at my side. Join me for a new dawn.
You fool. You can feel her gravity envelop you, carrying you from the ground into the violent swirl of her mind.
Why do I feel so cold?
Okay, so it's the same ending, pretty much. It's the same fucking ending. So, let's go here.
Is this the end of the world? Did she end herself? And there's that mirror again. There's something dreadful about it. It's calling us. And not in a good way. I don't want to look at us. You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. I should feel better with her gone. But I feel anxious. Does anyone else feel anxious? It is. Does that mean the world
Yup.
ended? Yeah. No voice needling us anymore. Feels good, but I also feel itchy. Cold. Figures the world would end and leave us with all this nothing. I'm begging you, don't do this. It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You're alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. You are at the cabin.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Hi, bestie. What's up, shifting mound girlfriend? Shifting mound girlfriend or long quiet boyfriend?
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the world's
What about
beyond.
both? Yoshikage's wet
Perspectives
dream.
to make
Look,
my
like,
own.
think, this is even more hands than normal. Think of how many Olive Garden breadsticks she can hold on our date.
This one is dominance, a figure capable of bending everything to her will. She will make for a terrifying and divine heart.
So true.
Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you.
I'm not mourning this one, I'm sorry.
I know only that they
Okay.
are. I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to
Very
be free.
nice, very nice.
She is part of me,
and part of me is her. You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends? You are the only thing I have ever known.
Okay.
The
Princess.
space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
And if I've said this already, but if you guys missed any of the previous routes, don't worry, the VOD channel will have them up.
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
So true, so true.
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you? Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more. A person, a set of eyes witnessing from one perspective. I think that you are more like me than you are like a person.
Okay.
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks. You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you. Nothing as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Okay.
She asks you won't.
Okay, so we're just gonna go in. We're gonna go in here. Let me also just make sure that I didn't, if there's anything else with the tower here.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
1 second. Okay. Let's see here. I'm just trying to see which ones we haven't done yet, because I think we've done all the chapter 2s, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to make sure that we, so there's one more, section of the Razor that we haven't done yet. We also haven't done the gray route yet that wasn't the fire one. I'm trying to think what else we haven't done. There are multiple endings of the wild from the Beast. Let's do the fucking... Okay, so we have to go to the prisoner route.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay.
You make your
So
way up
the game
short
plan
path
here is
to
we're
the
going to jump
cabin.
into the prisoner
You'll
chapter.
find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not
Ignore him.
We're gonna grab the fucking blade. We're gonna grab the blade again.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture
There's also
of
the
note
specter
is
that
a
we haven't
plain
done everything
wooden
in,
table.
so
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
we're gonna take the blade. We're gonna go in. Honestly, for the best, this barely has a fandom. Oh, absolutely. But also, I
The
don't.
door to the basement creaks open, revealing a
I
staircase
don't know if you guys
faintly
have
illuminated by
noticed.
an unseen light, and her voice carries
I don't know
up
if you
the
noticed
stairs.
this, but I find that fandoms that have a predominantly lower amount of characters, like media that has a predominantly lower amount of characters, and when it is more traditionally heteronormative, I have noticed that people are less obsessive about it, especially if the main character is a woman. I don't know if anyone else has noticed that, but I definitely have. Thank you for the hydrate, Brie. Which I think ultimately is rooted in, you know, misogyny and the inability to people love to sexualize. They love to sexualize gay relationships. Oh, people, we got it. Yeah, we got blueberry wines. We did it. Matt had to drive around, like, for an hour. No, you're so okay. Oh my goodness. How's the wine? It's scrumptious.
Who's there?
She sounds. Don't let it fool. Good. You're still listening to reason.
What brand? I don't know. I'll have to.
You walk
scan
down the
bring me
stairs
the bottle a little
and
bit.
lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Like there's still like a fan base for this, you know, because it's a very like good game, right? But I feel like when you necessarily, I have noticed that horror concepts that aren't mascot horror don't get woobified. And I'm using the term woobified to describe like things that Tumblrinas would do to a piece of media, right? Like for example, just off the top of my head, a piece of media that got horrifically woobified would be it would be Jay Schlatt, right? Jay Schlatt got horrifically woobified. He was a content creator, and a lot of baby gays found him, and they woobied him. And he's fucking very annoyed by that. Another example I would be Willwood. You know, Willwood was making macabre music for macabre people long before baby gays of TikTok found him and woobied him. Same with Mitski. They woobied fucking Mitski. Things like that. And when I mean wooby, I mean they become so obsessive and self-conceited in how they interpret the media that they have now turned it into something that it isn't, and represents something that it isn't for the sake of their own dopamine. That's what I mean by wooby. For example, Fire Emblem gets fucking woobied a lot. They go, oh, wooby, wooby, I'm gonna put a flower crown on my fucking favorite gay boy. You know, like, that is woobying something. Like, straight up flanderizing and infantilizing the media to the point where it is so far away from its own actual, like, source material. Yes, that's a good example, Kieran. That's a great example. And I've noticed that people are more apt to wooby male-dominated shows or media or video games or projects way more than if it's a predominantly woman cast or a predominantly woman-centric media. And the reason is the people that wooby are usually fucking fujoshis. They're usually fucking fujoshis, gamers. And fujoshis are the backbone of what's wrong with the entire internet.
She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
It's just like a gay man fetish. It's a fetish for gay men. So if you're a gay man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that there's like femme presenting people that are like fucking obsessed with you. Because it affects us too at the end of the day. Am I here to kill you? I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. The blade tumbles out.
He doesn't need a
of your
band of
trembling
shipping third
hands
graders. Same thing
and
with
drops
South
to the
Park,
floor
dude.
with
Like,
an unceremonious.
South Park is a show that was absolutely known for its scathing fucking commentary of the political landscape and just media in general, and it became woobified by a bunch of fucking like gay kids because they wanted to ship their little like they that is like the peak example of something being woobied. Another fandom that got fucking woobied, FNAF, which caused them to pivot into this whole like William Afton-esque sort of like they put a name to the killer, and therefore all of these people immediately made him a suave gay Tumblr fucking sexy man, and it's that sexualization of almost any sort of man in media, that infantilization, that obsessive behavior that creates these bad fan bases and these bad takes. It's all fucking, it's porn, dude. It's fucking sex. It's porn culture. It's porn culture and media obsession.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Just a little bit, girl. Sorry.
Hello,
What's up,
motherfucker.
Shiji? You know I'm here to kill you.
Do you?
No.
Bomb has been defused.
Fucking-
So, you're not going to share? How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk. But this isn't talking.
Relationship?
Don't jump to any weird conclusion.
So true, dude. I love how she like shoots down all the like the lovey-dovey bullshit. Like, we viewed her as a threat, and therefore like there is no turnaround. I want to get you out of here.
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
You are a morbid bitch. You're a long time no see. Can you actually romance her? Oh, absolutely.
On the edge of the blade.
There are.
She isn't suggesting.
Let me
what
see
I
here. Let me count
think
real quick.
She's suggesting, right?
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chapter 2s. Right? And then there are literally... Oh, my bad. So many more than that, actually. There are so many more. There's probably at least 10 chapter 2s. Then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 chapter 3s. And then there's 2 routes with chapter 4s. Long time no see, Uriel. I hope you're well. Welcome back. Genuinely. I never forget a face. Or name, for the most part.
She is. I'm sure of it.
The VODs are gonna be I have 5 VOD episodes up, ready for publication already. I just have to like slap titles on them. In all honesty, let's see here. Sorry, gamers. Okay, we talked long enough.
Oh, have you?
You know. Oh, you have to be.
We're gonna let her
kidding
out.
me. You walk up to the chains. They're large
So he's
and
gonna
heavy,
attack us.
Far too solid for you to even imagine.
Gonna try to
trying
frequent my
break them
lurking again?
apart.
Always a pleasure, my friend. Thank you so much for, you know, wanting to spend time here. And if you ever feel the need to get caught up, we have the VODs channel, so don't fret, you haven't missed a thing. Ooh.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
That would be fine. I can return.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock.
That's definitely
sliding
the
into
narrator.
place. Is someone else here? You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
They sure fucking did,
The
bestie.
knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess.
Against your better judgment. you place
What are you
the
looking at
blade
me with
against
them
the
big ol'
princess's
eyes,
arm,
huh?
Just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp.
I
and you
love-
make quick work of it.
I
Before
love
long,
this
you're able
fucking
to
still
crack
of her.
through
Just the
bone,
way that she like
pulls
rips
the
her arm.
bleeding
The
stub
art
of
in this
her
game
arm
is
through the iron
fantastic.
gauntlet.
Bugs when
Not
you
so much
lift
as
the
utter a
rock.
sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting
We're
your
jumping.
eye.
We're jumping into prisoner route. There's
How is
one
she
other
so
thing I didn't do the
composed
prisoner
after
route, and it was
losing
the
an
brain.
arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches
No,
the
watch
bottom
out,
stair,
bestie.
your body steps forward.
The
and
narrator's
raises
god
the
modding.
blade.
He's god modding our roleplay.
Wait, this isn't Watch Me. Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop
Yeah, literally
resisting
no
me.
weird
I am
undertones.
trying to
It's
get you
kind
out
of
here
because she's
alive.
also a reflection. She's a reflection of our sort of cognizance because we're one and the same.
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
Clinical precision.
Then she slits your throat with an almost clinical
Let's go.
ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
It sure was. Because it brought us here, where we need to fucking be.
You're on a path in the
Okay,
woods,
so
and at the end of that path is a
we're
cabin.
going
You're here to slay
to
her.
straight up.
My tricks. What
Now
on
we're just
earth
gonna
are you
fucking
talking
stab
about?
her
We've
in the
just
head.
met for the first time.
We're just gonna fucking stab her.
Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for
Oh,
the
really?
princess.
Have a good time,
Just
people.
have
Take
to
care.
keep trying. I'm inclined to agree. If
If you
Have
don't
fun
remember
hanging
what
out on
happened
your
last
porch,
time, maybe it's
bestie.
best to keep it. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large?
Oh, she will
Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Wink.
Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Okay. You got it.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat.
I'm gonna save right here just to, you know.
The only furniture of note is an iron table bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement.
Oh, is it my implement?
You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall. What are you
We're gonna wipe the mirror clean. Oh, where's the mirror
There was a
go?
mirror, and now it's gone. If he
take
doesn't
the
want us to
blade.
know about it, you take the blade from the table. Good idea.
We're gonna enter the basement and we're gonna fucking just murder the shit out of her.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us? You walk
Hi,
down the
bestie.
stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
God, she's pretty.
Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The
So
two
we
of us
already
should chat
touched
before
this
you bury
chain and
that
it
thing
locked
my
us in
heart.
forever. I'm just gonna slay the princess.
Without a moment of hesitation, you charge the princess, your blade primed to deliver a lethal strike.
I am not a damsel to be helplessly murdered.
As you move to strike the princess, she stands, her chains clinking as she wraps them around her fists. In an instant, they're around your neck, both of you dropping to the ground as she pulls them taut, bracing her body against yours as you struggle uselessly.
Drop it, or you die.
I thought this was going to be a safe move, but she's going to kill us.
Just how many times did I warn you she's not to be trusted? But while strangulation can be very distracting, she's not armed, and you
Yeah,
have your
we've done that
pristine
one,
blade.
Kieran.
You steel your will and refuse to give in to the princess's demands, ignoring the stars dancing in your eyes and the screaming of your starved lungs. You strike. You fumble your first few attempts, only making surface-level scratches and gouges as your arm flails
We just
forward,
did it our first
barely
playthrough.
able to obey you. But a single focused blow was all it took. Your blade pierces up through her ribs, slicing through flesh.
That's oh, dude, the amount of emotion in those eyes right there. Holy shit. What beautiful art, genuinely.
The chains loosen. The darkness creeping in at the edges of your vision subsides.
None of this was ever very fair, was it? But I did kill you last time. I should have expected you might want some petty revenge. Unfortunately for you, that means you've dug your own grave. You can forget about me ever helping you again, even if it damns us both.
Oh, okay.
And just like that, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward. I don't like this. It was too easy.
It was not too easy. We almost died.
That's right. This was an incredibly difficult task, and you performed it
Yeah, bro,
admirably.
she did kill us first.
Let's just get out of here. I don't like looking at her body. Plus, he said there'd be a reward. I'd appreciate a reward right about
Yeah,
now.
that would be fucking kind of nice, wouldn't it?
You have the attention span of a fly. How are we supposed to unravel the mysteries of this place if you're so easily distracted by empty promises?
It's better to have a short
99
attention
cents,
span
please,
in a situation
yes.
like this.
Please give me
There's no
99
use
cents
dwelling
for
on the
my
past, especially
assassination
when it's
job.
already set in stone. And especially when your promised reward is not, in fact, empty and is worth all the adversity you've been through to get here.
Fine. But if we're leaving, then we're taking the blade. I feel exposed without it.
With your work done, you remove the blade from the princess's corpse and make your way back upstairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. You can think of it as sealing yourself off from an unpleasant chapter of your life. It's all uphill from here.
The windows. Do you see that? We used to be able to see the outside world from up here, but now it's just empty. The door. Check the door.
Open the door and receive your reward. Sure.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush
Awesome.
forest stood mere
Thanks
minutes
for the
ago,
reward of
the
nothing.
only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
You don't have to act surprised. We could see this vast emptiness through the windows.
I love it. I love my brand new Void, my new Apple Void. Thanks.
If everything's
Thanks,
gone,
Steve Jobs.
Does that mean we're not gonna get our reward? This is your reward. An eternity of bliss, if you'll have it. And I suggest that you have it. Okay. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Like hell it is.
I was kind of hoping we get a better ending for saving the world.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No, this is the beginning of eternity. Your reward, like I just told you.
Time passes.
Yeah, definitely.
You can't be sure if it's days,
What a
or
great
months,
reward.
or years, or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Decades? No, it can't be decades. We can't go along with this. We can't let him win.
Can you hear the narrator? I'm happy we're happy. I don't want to die again. I didn't like dying last time. I'm going to accept my reward.
But we're not happy. He's just telling us that we are.
Couldn't have given us a
I'm telling
ball
you
to
for a fact
play
that I'm
with? No, literally.
extremely unhappy right now.
We could play the knife game, guys.
Yeah, what he said.
Oh, I have all my fingers. The knife goes chomp, chomp, chomp.
We still have a blade. Let's use it on ourselves and start over.
He's suggesting you kill yourself. You shouldn't kill yourself when you have an eternity of bliss right in
What
front
the
of
fuck
you.
is the point of an eternity of bliss if I can't even enjoy it? I'm gonna fucking save her here, I think.
That's great. Congratulations. You've earned it. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning.
He's just saying things.
The voice's protestations fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy.
Good ending! You did it! You saved
No,
everyone!
Stop that. Stop all this nonsense.
You really don't want to be happy, do you?
You know what you have to do. If it makes it easier for you. That wasn't real happiness. The truth is still out there for us to find, but we can't find it here. Don't apologize. I'm sorry.
Wait, why are you sorry? Your body lurches as your heart
suddenly stops beating.
Are you killing us?
You'll forgive me eventually. You goddamn spiteful bastard. Are you really going to turn down immortality itself just to make me lose? Why should it matter if we die at this point? Haven't you already got what you want? I don't have to answer that. That's all we needed to hear. It turns out that it doesn't take too long to die after your heart stops beating. You collapse to the floor, everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay.
You're a genocidal
Yippee!
maniac. You know that, right? Yeah.
So I guess it's the same ending no matter what. But this is a new route. New route, gamers. It's time for new gamer route.
In the woods. See?
Welcome on
That
in.
wasn't so bad.
If you know, my
Now
name's
we've got
Daisy,
another
Bright
chance
Streamer.
to get to the bottom
Do a
of
charcuterie
things.
board of cancerous
Bit
content.
by bit, we're starting
Welcome
to
to
unravel
Slay the
this
Princess.
place.
We're about to do the Grey route. Isn't that exciting? Woohoo! Yahoo! Death! If you're new and you'd like to add time to the timer, feel free to hit the follow button. Great to have you.
There are so many more threads to pull once you stop feeling.
That's a little dark, buddy. You feeling okay?
I'm feeling nothing. And I like that just fine.
He's not wrong.
Oh, got the
Sentimentality
fucking
won't
serial
help us
killer.
here. We need scientific rigor. So you've been here before. Of course.
If you're new,
you've
you
been
gotta
here
get
before.
body slammed
What
and
count
thrown
is
down
it
a
this
cliff
time?
before you're accepted
2?
as a viewer. It's true. It's the initiation process. So you've been here? Oh yeah.
It's our third. What gave it away?
Your open discussions. You came around on that awful fast. Have you just been pretending to forget every time? I'm afraid not. Whatever other versions of me you've met in those other lifetimes were just that. Other versions of me. I just wish I'd been the first so you knew how all this worked. Why didn't you ever tell us? We could have used it to our advantage. That's because there is no using it to your advantage.
Right.
The more information you have, the harder it will be for you
That's
to
true.
succeed.
It's not like it was that difficult to slay her last time. She may have put up a fight, but her flesh is still softer than
You
ours.
are a scary fucker, Cold.
And now she's dead. And I doubt she'll be able to do much of anything from the grave.
You already slew her? And you survived?
Yes.
Then why, pray tell, are you here? Oh, I know that one. The gruff one stopped our heart when we died. Why?
Because you thought trying to stuff us away in a corner for eternity was a suitable reward.
Was it not? What better reward is there than eternal bliss? You should have been happy. We weren't.
We were bored.
At Chat Revival, we were bored.
You were bored. I was just unhappy. There were still answers that we needed to find. It was actually working. And you killed yourself. I can't believe it. You ruined everything. How does us dying ruin everything? What aren't you telling us? The world doesn't stay saved if you die. And if the world isn't saved, then that means she isn't dead.
Oh, now isn't that interesting? I assumed she'd just be a pile of old bones. But perhaps she's not.
It's raining.
There's only one way to find out.
That's fucking new.
We should go see her.
Yeah, it was raining. It wasn't raining last time. And before that, this whole path.
Yes, things are different, aren't they? If this isn't the same path in the woods you're used to, that means that her influence is already spreading and you're running out of time. Her influence? What's that supposed to mean? It means exactly what I said. Don't overthink it, or you run the risk of making your task so much more difficult than it has to be. And what is that supposed to mean? Forget I said anything. I've probably already made things worse, and I need to stop talking about this now before I definitely make things worse.
Come on, tell us your secrets. Haven't we been through enough? Don't we deserve to
Yeah,
know?
damn straight.
No.
Fuck you, narrator. What a shitlord. What an absolute fucking god-awful shitlord. We're almost 60% of the way there, gamers, by the way. I'm gonna send the narrator anonymous hate on Tumblr.
Is there a reason it would be raining?
If there is, it doesn't matter. If a bit of rain is the best her influence can conjure, then we have nothing to worry about. A drenched corpse is still a
Can I just say, I think it's really interesting that this guy specifically, right? He does all the voices, including the narrator. And can I just say, the disposition of each and every voice is so interesting. Like, he does a fantastic job fleshing each and every one of these characters out, even though he is all of these characters.
That's great to hear, but it doesn't matter because you still die.
No hard feelings, right?
Of course not.
No feelings at all?
Speak for yourself.
What? You wanted us to stay in the happiness void forever? I doubt that.
What happens if we don't go to the cabin? Whatever happens next.
She'll find a way out eventually and the world will still end. The only way this resolves is if you find her and slay her before that happens.
We already know he wants us to slay her. Anything he says is tainted by his motivations.
Turn around and leave, go to the cabin. I'm fine with either. So long as we don't just do the same thing again. That would be boring.
It would be boring.
I'm sure
Slayful
you've
Slay!
already
What's
heard
up,
of
St.
one of your
Valentine?
past
How you doing?
lives. You've
Welcome
already
on in.
managed to slay her once.
Welcome
just
back.
don't muck it up this time, all right?
Kieran, you just can't point at people and call them naked, bro. You can't just point at people and call them naked. Rude. Slayful Slay. Dude, we're slaying so hard right now.
What we do is entirely up to us.
And we have all those mysteries to unravel. Isn't that right?
That's what you say. But how can we be sure?
We can't be sure of anything except what's right.
Those good for nothing nakeds in their ads.
Okay, but
Stop
we
giving like
should
it's giving like
care about
Abraham
the fate of the
Simpson,
world.
like old man yells at cloud. You have a game I should play. Well, unfortunately, my love, I only do game requests for 20 subs. What a Bayo, like Bayonetta? Played Bayonetta 1. I haven't played Bayonetta 2 or 3.
Why? Because we should. I don't know. It's important. Is it? Yes. I think.
For all we know, the world that you're talking about
Are you
is
talking about
devoid
Bayonetta, or is Bayo a completely different thing? You can absolutely, if it's an indie game, feel free to drop it in the. Oh, it is Bayonetta. Okay, then it is an indie game. Eventually, I would love to get around to Bayonetta, but we have such a backlog of things that it's hard to say when we're gonna fucking like get around.
Of course it's real. Where do you think you are? Somewhere else?
Maybe we are.
This is horribly unproductive. The cabin and your extremely important destiny await.
But
As
welcome
soon
back
as you enter
regardless.
the
It's
cabin,
good
you're
to see
struck
you.
by an overwhelming scent of decay, of mold and death and stagnant water. The once stately wooden building is bloated, its beams dripping with a black ooze of putrefaction.
Oh, awesome. I
All
love
but
a
the
black
exterior
ooze of
stone walls
putrefaction.
warped beyond recognition. It must have been beautiful once, but in its ruin, it is beyond repulsive.
Ooh, girly.
But you're not alone. You can feel something watching you. There is a figure faintly outlined against the rotting wood of the wall. Is that her?
Hey, that's my goon cave.
It's
I'm
like
jerking
she's
off
even
here.
there.
Like she isn't even there.
See? We killed her.
You're right. Maybe she doesn't reset like us. She certainly doesn't look the same as she did last time.
Before you can make a move, the figure is gone, vanishing behind the door on the far side of the room. The door at the end of the room, but there isn't a door. It's just that damn mirror again.
Yes, the mirror that he can't see.
The mirror? Is this some kind of joke? Did you all plan this out before dying?
There is no mirror. There's the door to the basement, the table, and the pristine blade. Maybe it's gone because we've already killed
the knife isn't here. Cold has to be related to the princess? I mean, according to the lore, not like spoiler lore, but like she doesn't have the same voices that we do, because the voices only generate depending on how many times we've died, right? And she changes as a person in general, the way she talks, the way she approaches things, her motivations, they all depend on how we perceive her. So it's only natural that the cold is a reflection of the princess, because we killed the princess in cold blood. So naturally, we're going to develop this psyche that is completely and utterly detached from the morality of killing her. Yeah, she doesn't have like any sort of identity, like one stagnant identity. She changes based on how we interact with her. It's a good theory, though.
But we had it with us when we died. And besides, everything else has reset. Why wouldn't the blade have reset too? Maybe it's because we've already explored that avenue. We've seen what happens when we slay her. Maybe this place has decided we don't need to try that again. I suppose it doesn't matter why the blade is gone, but you're going to have to find it.
That is very apparent, though. Like, for example, we did a route called the Adversary, and we get
the basement.
We get this voice called the Stubborn. And the Stubborn is very like, I gotta fight her. We gotta do it. I'm so rigid. I'm so jagged, you know? And the princess in those routes is also very stubborn. She's very rigid and jagged and aggressive and things like that. Very similar to the voice that we develop as we continue down that route. So in a way, she is a reflection of us just as much as we are a reflection of her. And reflection as a concept is a very overarching sort of theme in the entirety of the plot. Reflection. How we see ourselves within ourselves, how she sees us, how we see her, things like that. It's very much the mirror. It's all very much so. Reflection is the main theme. Perception, reflection, and ultimately identity.
If this is anything like last time, the mirror will disappear as soon as we try and touch it. I'm sure the door is just behind it. You're clearly hallucinating, but I'd rather not get into it with you right now. The door to the basement is on the far side of the room, whether you can see it or not. You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You must think you're looking at that mirror you mentioned earlier, the one that doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open the door. It's still so hazy. We should try and clean it off. Yes. Trying to touch it does seem to be the magic spell to get it out of our way. Maybe it won't disappear this time and we'll finally get a good look at ourselves. We should explore every option. You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. The handle is just a little to your right, and a little
Look at
down.
our punky claws.
Yeah,
Look at our
you can
talons.
see it now. So much for our reflection. We didn't need to see ourselves anyway.
I like Stubborn a lot. I think he's
I'm much more
probably my
interested
favorite
in
voice
seeing other things.
in the game.
No way left to go but down.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement groans open. The air is foul and
hi,
wet,
bestie.
so thick that you can almost feel it settle onto your skin in layers of grime. The stairs are coated with slimy algae, the wood rotted through in places.
So this is
reeking of
also
thick
the gray.
vegetation.
Like, is this has to be a different route of the gray, because we've already done the gray, the version of the gray where we get burned alive.
A wispy figure watches you from the bottom of the stairs, face veiled in shadows, legs submerged up to her shins in dark
My guess is that they're
waters.
furries, Karen.
There she
That's
is
my
again.
guess.
Barely. She's just an old memory. Your eyes lock for a brief moment, then she vanishes around the corner. You receive no response. Do you think she's upset with us? I don't like being here unarmed after what happened last time.
Oh, whoops. Feel so exposed.
She doesn't seem fully there. I'm not sure she's even capable of being upset. You aren't helping. Are you scared of a little ghost? What's she going to do? Look at us until we feel bad? She can look all she wants. It won't do anything.
Are we chilling?
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A bloated body floating face down in slowly rising waters.
Oh, okay.
Her wrist still bound to the wall by a heavy chain. This cell is a dark and isolated place, with not so much as a window
Nice.
to allow starlight to penetrate the
You look stunning, girly. Wow.
See? She's dead. She's not just dead. It looks like she's been rotting. So killing her does stick. Mostly. But if she's dead, then what are we supposed to do?
Fish queen, yeah, bro. She's so Pisces build.
She isn't dead. You clearly just believe she is. Her corpse is floating right in front of us. You can stop it with the mind game. If she's dead, then do we even have to do anything? How can she be a threat to the world like this? Your thoughts are cut short by the sound of a slamming door and a clicking lock. You turn to see the shade of the princess staring down at you from the top of the stairs.
Oh, that's never good.
So that's where the blade is. It's already in her heart. And yet she isn't dead. She is dead. Have you never heard of a ghost before? Oh, for the love of... Can we not waste time arguing over the semantics of what is and isn't dead? She is clearly conscious. She clearly just slammed the door on you, and she clearly has a weapon. Your pristine blade sticking out of her chest. This is extremely
So this is just like the
bad,
grave.
catastrophic.
But I imagine we're gonna be drowned in this one instead of burned alive.
Yeah, dead or not, what are we supposed to do about her? Slaying or destroying, if we want to be a little more
She's so
death
spooky,
neutral,
bruh.
seems off the table. Yeah, this is tricky. But let's talk to her. See what kind of information she has that we don't. But she hasn't said anything. Are you sure she can talk like this?
Bold of you to come back here after what you did.
I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save right here. Why did you close the door? We're even now. We don't need to do this again.
But she doesn't answer your question. All she does is watch you in shadowed silence. Do you hear that trickling sound? The water's rising, isn't it? It is. And it's rising fast. Oh, that's interesting. We've never drowned before. I wonder how it'll feel. Bad, I bet. I don't think dying ever feels good. Yes, how astute. Dying is bad and you should avoid it. How about you stop trying to talk to her and do something instead?
I'm gonna rush for the blade.
The princess eyes you with a disaffected gaze as you rush up the stairs, but you don't make it past the first few steps.
What the fuck?
The door bursts open, a powerful wave of water crashing down towards you. You're
Holy
swept up in the flood.
fuck!
Your head slams into the basement wall. You come to a moment later, suspended in darkness.
Holy shit.
Disorientated, only aware of the surface of the water and the emptiness above. And of course, the princess, hovering above you, watching in silence as you struggle to stay afloat in the icy depths.
This is fucked, dude.
There's no way out. It's so dark and cold, I think our limbs are slowing down. How much longer can we do this? Just keep breathing, we'll figure this out. Or we won't. It doesn't matter either way. But you don't have time to figure anything out. Something cold and clammy wraps around your ankle. You're dragged under, only able to take one last hopeful gulp of air before your head is plunged into the freezing depths.
Jesus fuck.
As you sink below the surface, you see it. Or rather, you see her. The body you found floating when you first arrived.
Wow.
Its hand is locked around your ankle, the heavy chains pulling you both down into the unfeeling, suffocating nothingness. I get it. We shouldn't have killed her. Just get it away from us, please. The past is the past. There's no changing it. And there's not a lot we can do about the present either. Not unless we think like we should have been doing all along.
Wow.
But there is no thinking as you drown. You desperately try to pull yourself back to the surface again, and again, and again. Your icy limbs flailing desperately against the grip of her rotting corpse. And all the while her ghastly figure stares down at you, expressionless, as unfeeling as the weight around your ankle.
Holy fuck, dude!
Your lungs filled with water, the same way mine filled with blood. In the end, we're not so different.
Wow. Fucking, that was really cool. That was really, really cool. But your lungs don't fill, nor will they ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory
She's
returns.
gone. Where did she go? Oh, there's that mirror again. But it feels so bad. Like, look.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
You don't need to comfort them.
Okay. If you say so, we'll trust you.
Feels too good to be true.
Whatever makes you happy.
Okay. I've grown. That's new. I've grown. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes
Oh, have a good one, Kieran.
become
Thank you.
pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
That was fucking sick.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is guarded sorrow. She saw herself as alone, but in the end had the courage to share with another. She will make for a deep heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally been heard.
Okay.
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to
This
be.
is really fucking sick.
And every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself. Is a child the same as an infant?
Have a good one, Valentine.
I am an
Just stop
unbroken
now.
pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
This is so fucking. This game is so good, dude. Fuck me. Holy shit. What do you feel about me? These vessels I've been bringing you, I've hurt them.
There is a hurt that dwells in them, but they are not me. They are thoughts and perspectives. They are feelings that inform my being.
Right.
The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart.
So we gain
Without
perspectives
them, I would be as I
while
was
giving
before.
her perspective.
I cannot be as I was before. There are new spaces that I must fill.
Okay, so I'm ready to go back.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. And we're back. So, that was majority of
You're
the
on
play.
a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Now
And in the
currently,
basement of that cabin is a
I will
princess.
happily tell you how much it is. We have done 61% of this game. And we have some more shit we gotta do. We definitely do. We have a lot of stuff that we haven't done yet. Lot of stuff. Pop a singular bone? Yeah, you got it. Okay. There are a few things that we have not done yet. Like a few perspectives that we have not dropped off. For example, right, like in the Beast chapter, you have the option to just let her take the Beast without going into a side chapter, and so on and so forth. But there is a lot. There's a lot to do. There's so much to do. Hi, Havoc. How you doing? I will 100% this game. Come hell or high water. Okay. Trying to think. We didn't do everything in the Thorn chapter. We didn't do everything in Spectre either. So I'm thinking we should go back and do some Spectre stuff. We definitely need... We also haven't done everything in the Razor. Do you guys want to do Ghost Bitch again, or do you want Sharp Stabby Bitch? Those are your options. Sharp Stabby? Okay, we'll do Stabby. We'll do...
Sit down.
We have
bitch
about...
whore. Stupid
each
whore
run
bitch.
through of this game... each run through of this game revolves mostly around about 4 or 5 like run-throughs of it. Like you have to bring her like 4 to 5 vessels. So we're gonna be doing them anyways. We'll start with fucking Sharp Razor Broad, and then we'll go into Ghost Broad. Sound good, everybody? I think it'll be good. It'll be rad. Also, welcome on in. If you're new, my name is Daisy. I'm a variety streamer. I do a charcuterie board of cancerous content. If you're fucking with the vibe, if you're fucking with the game, feel free to hit the follow button to add 5 whole ass minutes for free to the timer. Tier 1s are 10 minutes and primes are 10 minutes. Thanks so much for being here, supporting the stream, whether it be via lurk, a drop by, a fucking prime, a follow, whatever. Greatly appreciate it. I hope you guys are enjoying the playthrough.
You're here to slay her. If you don't...
Yeah. It'll be the end of the world, and everyone will fucking die, and my balls will fall off. Yep. Gotcha, pal.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Am I a bitch? Mayhaps. Slay Queen. We also have 4 hours left, which means around 10 or 11. We're gonna do one playthrough of this. And then after that,
we're not gonna go ignore.
We're also gonna be speedrunning some of the stuff we've already seen, just so I can move it along faster, get you guys to places that we haven't seen yet.
The interior of the cabin is
important
almost
question.
entirely
Have you
bare.
seen or played First
The
Man?
air is stale
No,
and musty,
sir, Glitchy.
and the floor of the blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Nope.
You take the blade from the table. The door to the basement creaks
Is it
open.
indie? Is it a funny indie thing? Because if it's funny indie thing, feel free to drop it in the funny indie box.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Feel free to drop it in the box, Glitchy.
Don't let it fool you.
With
It's
a
all
link, though.
part
A
of the
download link.
manipulation.
Or like, to Steam or whatever the fuck it's on. Continue down the steps.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's so... Focus on the task.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
You step forward.
Oh? No talk. I'm probably chained up in this basement for a
Yep,
reason.
you absolutely
right?
have.
And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Yeah, you got it. You got it, bro. Don't worry about it.
Drop it.
She's unarmed. You're so close. No, this is a good idea.
Oh, threatened, are we?
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sight. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike, your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing
Hell
hit.
yeah.
We can still turn this around.
Finish the job. Lee and lock her in the basement.
Are you serious? It's a good idea. We've taken some bad hits, but fine.
Okay.
You make a mad dash to the basement stairs, the princess's chains rattling as she tries to chase you, but pulling taut much too soon for her to catch up.
Do you really think you can just walk out of here?
She steps towards you, ignoring her chains. They
Holy
creak and
shit!
strain as she pulls against them until finally they break. She's free. Hurry, you push your broken body as she closes in and just barely manage to pass the threshold of the basement doorway before she catches up to you. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricade. Okay, we can make this work.
Did I
You
fucking
settle
do
in.
this
It
right?
isn't long before you start to drift off.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easy? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways.
She sounds. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never
As
forget.
you probably should have.
You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No.
I wouldn't be so sure about outlasting me. You're so brittle. So go ahead, rest, do whatever you think will help you be prepared. But know that I'm coming for you, and that when I find you, I will make you hurt.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind. You
Okay.
jolt. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess
Rude
draws
betrothed.
near,
Yeah,
it's as
okay,
though
she's
your
gonna
body
fucking, like,
simply stops
she's gonna make us
working.
shit ourselves.
It isn't all at once. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
she steps
God,
closer.
and she's fucking
one
creepy,
silent
dude.
footfall
Holy
at a
shit.
time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs.
Oh yeah,
shutting
she's
down
gonna make her
one
organs
by
shut it
one.
down. Oh, I said
Or
one.
maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time, but we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, this isn't. This is not what I wanted. What the fuck?
You're on a path in the
Wait,
woods.
what the fuck? No.
And at the end,
Sorry, gamers.
Bomb has been defused.
I think I fucked this up. Let's go back here. Let's go back here so I can fucking... 1 second, I got the wrong ending. Rush for the blade.
the door
We're gonna
bursts.
die,
Just
we're
what
gonna
you don't want as you
literally,
sit
we're gonna
like
literally
a
be
little
fucking
bit.
murdered. Oh, horrible, how terrible.
You don't need. Oh, what?
There we go. Yup. Proceed to the cabin. I'm at the cabin. What's up, Bestie?
Is I respect it.
Okay. I'm ready to go back.
I await. We will meet again.
Hi, Tula, what's up? Okay. Here we go.
You're on your.
I'm gonna actually, like, save once we get to the cabin.
Oh, she will. We're not ignore. The. You take.
Okay. I'm gonna save right fucking here.
The door to the.
Okay, cool.
Her voice.
Who's...
She said, "Don't let." Good. You're still listening to reason.
In order to get the thing that I'm looking
You walk
for,
down the stairs
I need...
and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain
hesitate.
around her wrist. She's focused on the task.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something? Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way. Don't you dare. It's fine. You ignore the trembling in your.
You poor...
You step forward. You're.
I'm probably chained up in the space... So...
She's unarmed. I'm positive. I'm not. But we'll keep.
Hesitating.
Oh, here we go.
Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
You charge the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your earlier
Yeah, there we go.
suspicions
Okay.
proved correct.
I think we're
A
good.
blade of her own
I think
slips
we're
blood
good.
sprays from the cut. Your
Here we
severed
go.
carotid
This
artery
game's
painting the
spooky. It's
princess with
fucking
strokes
awesome.
of red. You'd better finish your task quickly before you run
Oh
out
my
of
god,
time.
Dula, congrats! She's like 90%, like, almost about to be approved for her apartment with her boyfriend. Die? What do I do to get the thing that I'm looking for?
With
Oh,
the two of you collapse on the floor together.
somehow? I thought this would turn out a little differently. But do you really think that this was enough to stop me?
No.
It's like she's convinced she can't die. But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and
I
you
guess
die.
we do. Chapter 2, the razor. There we go. Okay, we're good. We got where we wanted to go.
And at the end of that path is a cabin.
So we have done...
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
How do I explain? We have done chapter 4. We have not done... At least I don't think we have. Hold on. Let me look. We have not done the part of this. I'm gonna save right here, so we can fuck around in this chapter a little bit. Sure you want to overwrite your save? Yes. No return.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. A warning, she will lie. He couldn't be more on the money.
Right,
But
so
we're
we
really
got
doing this,
Mr.
aren't we?
Nasal,
I
Mr.
say, you know what
Cheetah.
to look at. Just stare.
Okay, we're gonna proceed to the cabin. You guys ready for the scariest fucking version of this bitch? Honestly, I don't really know if she's the scariest or not.
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. What are you talking about? You reach for, now it's gone.
Okay.
Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate
I'm actually gonna save right here. So we can fuck around, so I can show you guys both routes, maybe. I'm gonna take the blade.
You take the blade from the table.
Okay.
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Down to the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently
This is a
jammed
really
into the
fucking
wall.
cool chapter.
The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Scraping? She's not even trying to hide her knife. It's like she wants to get in our head. That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor.
You are much too
Begging
chill
you to
about
get out
this.
of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There is something so wrong with that voice. Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down. If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Okay, fine, I'm coming closer to free you, but you better not try anything. Nobody has to die.
That's funny. You're funny. I'm not dead, so I can't have died.
Last time? What are you talking about? Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth. I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember. Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hop.
You're fucking telling on yourself there, buddy. I don't have the key.
Oh, you don't. Okay, I see. I have an idea. You should come over here and stare directly at the chains. You won't be able to find a key if you don't know what it's supposed to look like, so you better come right within close staring distance just to be sure.
I have absolute...
Oh, fuck. Sorry, gamers. There's absolutely zero doubt that she's gonna stab us.
She's just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it.
She is very sharp.
But you know who is armed? You. But I'm nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
Now you have a knife.
The princess falls silent, her smile unwavering as you charge across the room. Okay, she hasn't pulled out a knife yet, and her hands are still behind her back. I think we can do this. I think we can win. We just have to strike now, but make sure you keep your eyes on those hands. I don't trust her for a second. But your focus is broken by the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat. Whose meat? Not ours, right? Hers at first, then yours.
Hee
Hee
How? What did she even hit us with? You stare down at your chest and at the long, thin blade she
Her
impaled
arms
you
are
with.
razors.
And then the red, angry slit along the flesh of her thigh, where the blade had been nestled just a moment ago. It's still lodged in her leg, emerging from her knee, hinging up and out of her body like some extra metallic limb. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
You're going to die now.
With a twist of her knee and a painful squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
This is new.
You're on a path in the woods. You're what? The interior of the cabin is sharp, a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do?
I feel dizzy.
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting?
crazy.
Who holds the cards now?
The circle's getting smaller and smaller.
What's up? Listen.
Running isn't an option anymore.
Hope you're well, dude.
Fight.
Welcome on in.
Good. It's better that way. Without a fight, no one can win. And if no one can win, then nothing has
Oh,
any
it's stubborn.
meaning.
Okay.
Great. So obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every
Hi, how
time
you doing? Welcome
fail,
on in.
she escapes and an entire
your night's
world
well.
is damned to destruction. Right? That can't be right. That's too much responsibility. Nah, impossibly high stakes. make
Right,
the
so
fight
whenever
so
we're
much
bloodlusty,
better.
stubborn comes out here.
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table. A pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure. You take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult
guy
to
has
save
such an
Princess
ego
and save
on
the
him,
world
bro.
without a weapon.
Like, who hurt you?
This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
That's right. We've got to be able to win eventually.
Sure, sure.
We will.
I'm here 'cause of
win
a friend.
eventually. Hell,
Who's your
we
friend?
might even win now.
Do tell.
That's a fighting spirit I like to see. You could all learn a thing or two from this one. I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right? But there isn't a door, it's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
I can
Yeah,
feel
all
the
of
air
this
coming
time
from
travel
the
hopping is making me
stinking
straight up
of
schizophrenic,
iron
narrator.
steam.
It's almost like this plan was set up to fail from the fucking
senses
beginning.
feel it, then we
Because
can't
it's almost
trust
like
it.
we are an incongruent inevitability, and fracturing the two of us from each other and forcing me to get rid of my other half is not really a good plan to be able to fucking save the universe. You know, sure. Oh, the 100's here. What the fuck?
If it's in our way, let's just break it and move on.
My really obvious hint about the friend is that we both said hee hee. Then it's gotta be Uriel. Uriel, is this your buddy? Well, come on in regardless.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it.
Let's go!
You really
Well,
must
welcome,
think you're
buddy.
looking at a mirror.
Good to have you.
Well, it doesn't exist.
Thanks for bringing your friend by. It means
Just
a lot.
reach forward and open it.
Genuinely, like, thank you to everyone who brings their friends by and stuff. It means a lot that people think that my content is good enough to be recommended out to other people. Like, I hope you like it here and shit. If you're new and you'd like to add 5 minutes to the timer, feel free to hit the follow button. Adds the funny 5 minutes. A prime is 10, and then a tier 1 is also 10. We are doing a subathon, which means when the timer hits 0, I explode into heat dust. So I would like to not do that. So thank you so much for being here.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we... You
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising. It was never there.
Let's just get to the princess already.
Why do
I
we
didn't
have
care
more
about
voices?
it
We only
before.
died twice.
I care about it even less now.
Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Fantastic. Hope you go out with a bang when you merge into the ether once more. Why, thank you.
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess...
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore.
Okay.
But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
She's got another thing coming if she thinks we're going down easy again.
Okay.
Pride makes us dead. The only thing that matters is survival. Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once. Nothing bad has come of it yet. Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered. The past isn't real. There's only here and now. Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood.
I heard,
Empty
you know,
flesh
long,
arms
like
flopping
sideways
at
for
her elbows
attention,
like
long ways to
torn
make it
sleeves.
count, but lady, this is
Chain
fucking
crackles to the
ridiculous.
floor.
This is like the final boss of fucking Tumblr. This is like the final boss of self-harm Twitter.
She's loose, and she is coming for you.
Okay.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
Going to unconditional. We're going to have to appeal to her authority, puff her up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk this out. We're going to fight her again, and we're going to have a stiff upper lip about it. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it.
Yes, yes. This is the best idea anyone has ever had.
I fucking love this guy. This is my favorite, I think, perspective that we get. The Stubborn. He's just such a fucking bloodthirsty, like, fucking crackhead.
Yeah, sure. Why the hell not? Let's see if we can turn off the part of us that feels things. Pain is good. It's how we stay alive. Nah, I'm sick of pain. Yeah, this whole thing would be a lot more tolerable if it didn't hurt so much.
Do your worst, but you can't even hurt me.
Sure thing. I love a challenge. I bet I can hurt you so much.
The princess closes the distance and we dodge. And you dodge. And we fight back.
And you fight back.
Oh, you're fast. But let's see how fast you really are.
You and the princess enter a quick and vicious exchange, each of you wounding the other, but neither landing a fatal blow.
Yes, yes, this is exactly it.
But the dance couldn't last forever. All it takes is a single clumsy moment. She skewers you.
Shish kebab, anybody?
Gotcha.
And? Does it hurt? No. Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
I don't like that we died without us knowing it. This really, really blurs some lines that I prefer not to be blurred. Are we still dead? Are we alive again? How are we even supposed to know the difference?
If we didn't realize we were dead, then we made progress. Good job.
Good job.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not
This is so fucking unsettling. Just the idea that her entire fucking body is made out of knives. But also what I think is really interesting is that in this chapter specifically, the art style is way sharper, which I think is really interesting and like reflective of the actual perspective of the princess that we're getting. Like notice how sharp like her bust lines are. Notice how like sharp her hair is. Like everything is sharp because she is the razor. Like she is sharp.
This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here? This is 4. No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many.
Guess that makes the
can-
hero not the
There's gotta be a
sharpest tool
point
in
where
the
it makes
shed.
us better than her.
All that glitters is gold.
We don't need any other voices chattering
And our blood's
about
not
it
gold,
here. It'll just
so-
confuse us. All we need is to keep fighting. Yeah, I'll pass on that.
As long as we keep moving, why not? It's not like dying again and again is doing us any harm. Let's see how far this little mind hole goes, shall we?
Come on, show me something new.
Oh, that's easy. I'm gonna try flirting with her. She has swords for arms, and we don't. We're panicking. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. It doesn't work, and she kills you again and again and again and again. Memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that's transpired.
Then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought. Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps.
What's the point? It's all the same.
It is all the same.
She skewers you.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
Do you see that? We almost had her. That was luck. But we only have to get lucky once. Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman.
Fucking smitten.
She skewers you.
You're cute.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. Okay, let's go again. Just panic.
This is what it feels like to play Dark Souls. This is what it felt like to beat the fucking guy in Wind Waker, dude. Do you remember? You remember my Saga chat trying to beat the fucking Wind Waker dude 300 times without being hit thrice? This is what it felt like.
She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah. That was a good one. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to
I was in
us.
agony. I was literally
Skewers you.
raging so hard, dude.
We're getting close to something. Can't you feel it? One.
And then the fucking
Can't.
save file wiped from existence.
You're right. One last time. That's all we need. None of this is working. Think. She skewers you. And then everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 4, Mutually Assured Destruction.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here.
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand.
Ho-ho! What if? Throw it out the window. Over my dead
Don't
body.
you fucking dare, brother.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind any.
Contrarian's fault.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
Okay, you fucking bottom. Jesus.
Sure, I can think of a better way to die.
Yeah, they're all the same, really.
How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top.
Smitten? More like simp?
There
Yeah,
are
man.
entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them? Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time. Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover. Fine by me. You walk to the... It's more of a slide. We know. Fine. I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing
Dude,
along.
he's so dejected.
Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care. Just want to win. Fine. You make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that.
Okay. Can I take you to Olive Garden?
Ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
Yeah.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait, and not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Okay, I can't wait to see it. Thank you so much.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts.
Hooray!
She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
That time of the month, huh, baby? Wow.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Does it involve you taking some Motrin?
Holy shit!
She's gorgeous. Absolutely divine.
She can fit. Yeah, think how many breadsticks she can like stick. Yo, thank you. Listen for the follow. Welcome on in, and thanks for adding 5 minutes. It's great to have you here.
Yes. Behold.
The perfect woman.
Do you think we can throw her out the window? That looked painful. How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it. What just happened? It's so quiet.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act, and yet through that inaction, your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach. But as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Your weapons clash again and again, and you and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There is only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo, and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition. Hers strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. Nice. Nice. You do not get to see each other die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. You do so. You've withered. Find yourself in a long quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing.
And that was the other razor route, guys.
My attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new. And to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same. This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where
I'm
she
not
needs
mourning
to
this
be.
one either.
We will know.
Okay. I think we're just gonna jump back in. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
We just got another fucking achievement. We actually got 2 achievements.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path,
So let me check my
is a
achievements real quick.
cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
We have 37% of the game left to get. We're slowly whittling it down, gamers. You fucking believe that? This game is insane. This has been so wild. So fucking wild. We have 61 of 97 fucking achievements. Just in general. So, I think one of the things that we have not done yet is a lot of the Spectre endings. The Spectre ending is I gotta figure it out. I gotta figure out which ones to do because I'm trying to make sure that we cover as much ground as possible in the time frame that I've given us, which means that we have about an hour and a half before we switch, and then we'll spend the rest of the time in Stardew Valley, I think. So really quickly, let me see what I gotta do here. I think we should maybe do Spectre endings. I think Spectre endings would be really interesting. And then we also have the Witch that we need to do. There's a lot. There's a lot. I'm gonna go take a leak. I'll be right back. Mods, if anyone would like to reping, thank you. Appreciate it. We're gonna do that, and then I'm gonna go take a leak, and I'll be back. Very cool fucking game. You also have to just clean up a little bit, too, because I got a lot of trash going on. I'm the fucking trash man. There we go.
has been defused.
Gamers. Oh, goody. Oh, goody. I love it when he puts on fucking slop. Hi, gamers. Sorry I was gone so long. Let's just keep playing. What's going on? Nothing, just chilling. Alright. What fucking route are we doing? I think it was Ghosty. Is it Ghost Broad time? It might be Ghost Broad time. Sorry I'm late. Just fucking... Sorry, my loves. 1 second. I'm just, Iron Needle? I don't fucking remember. There's so many of these, and I'm totally not sure. Sorry, everybody. I'm looking at the road map here just to see what Okay. So we're gonna go.
You're here to slay.
We're gonna do this real quick.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Right. Awesome.
Don't believe a word she says.
We're not going to go through with this, right?
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay, so we're just gonna like stab her in the head. Like straight up.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor of the blade is...
We're gonna take the blade.
You take the blade.
We're gonna enter the basement. We're just gonna like do what we're supposed to.
She said, don't let it fool. Good. You walk down. She's focused on
We're
the
just gonna
task.
stab her.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or...
You step forward.
Oh? No, I'm probably chained up in the space. So, you...
She's unarmed. You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade
we did it.
already
We slayed the
sinking
princess.
deep into her heart.
Oh, this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder. Do you actually believe...
It's like she's convinced she... Yes. Even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
Oh.
But it's over. Is it over?
Of course it is. She's dead.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
How are you,
open
Jade?
the
Hope you're
cabin door,
well.
ready
by
to
the way.
return to a world. Only
A world saved from
So
certain
yeah, we
doom
find
isn't
out,
what you find.
whoa, you know,
Instead, what you find
like vast
is
emptiness.
what everyone.
What's done is done. This is what's best for everyone. Time passed. I do. The blade. I can hear. He's right. Do you hear that? Do you not? Don't you? I made this happy little place. Fine. Whatever. For the first, the princess's body is dust and bones,
Okay.
though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held. You pick up the blade, you stab
Okay,
yourself.
so we
the
died.
end.
So
Nice.
this is the Spectre. So we're back in Spectre chapter, and this is like we
You're
haven't
on
done
path
everything
in the
this one.
woods.
We just haven't.
And at the end of that path,
So I'm gonna like save right here, I think, and we'll go here.
you're here.
So we're gonna proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat. and she
Obviously,
will do
yep.
She won't be.
She won't be a problem. We're chilling.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge.
I'm not gonna take the blade this time.
The blade is your implement. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already. What are you talking?
We're gonna get the mirror,
Reach forward,
right?
but there was, and now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly, it's not even important enough to be acknowledged. The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell.
Okay.
Everything
Here
is
we
coated
go.
in a
We're
thick
back in
layer of
Ghost
dust,
Lady Land.
and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale
Yeah,
air.
it's real stale.
The very building itself
Shit's stale as
feels
fuck.
dead.
We're so
If the
stale.
princess lives here,
Stale.
slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes
Spooky.
into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish
So
your
we're gonna
thought,
run through
the top
all
of
of
a head
this.
appears from underneath the floor.
We're gonna run through this entire chapter.
Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin. And finally, the rest
Hi,
of the body
bestie. I think
floats up
she's
to
really
join the
cute.
head.
This form
Wait,
is super
this isn't
cute.
right. What's going on here?
Ghost!
Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh, it's you. Hi, Killer. I was hoping to see you again.
She's cute.
I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. We could probably grab her and kill her again, if we wanted to. We don't even need a blade. She looks fragile enough to me.
I see you don't have that annoying knife anymore. So, does that mean you regret what you've done? Are you here to apologize and make nice? Beg for absolution, maybe? Because I might be interested in seeing a little begging.
Oh, okay. Thanks, lady. What do you want from me? We knew I'd wind up having to talk to you again and wouldn't have slain you. I died too, and I'm not floating like you are. What happened? Why am I different? I definitely can't grab her. So many options.
Too little, too late. But you can still make things right.
She's not in a position to bargain with
true.
us. You don't have to do anything you don't want to.
We don't have to do anything, but maybe we should. We did kill her. Wouldn't it be the moral thing to help her now that we have another chance?
When a hero slays a monster, does he apologize to it?
No.
So don't try to make things right. She was going to end the world. You didn't do anything wrong, aside from apparently killing yourself, and that doesn't have much to do with her.
Are we putting this to a vote? Because
If that's what it comes down to, that's what it comes down to. But I don't...
Oh, that's sweet of you to offer. But killing yourself wouldn't help either of us.
It would seem that everyone here is in agreement except for you. I shouldn't have to tell you that you shouldn't kill yourself.
I guess not. Sorry
So
about that.
please, try to keep your suicidal tendencies in check.
I just want to go home.
And just where is home, I wonder?
I don't know where home is. I just know it isn't here. But I can feel it calling to me from someplace far away.
Okay.
Wherever I'm supposed to be, it's out there.
How specific. And how convenient for her. You see what she's doing, right? She's suggesting that the only way you can rid yourself of her would be to let her out, which, in case you haven't been listening, will spell the end of the entire world.
What do you want from me? Killed you. After I killed you, this cabin, I want to say, it teleported?
You poor thing. That must have been so frightening for you.
You know, after everything we've been through, it's nice to see someone finally sympathizing with us. This whole thing's been an ordeal, hasn't it? She doesn't mean it.
It serves you right. I was pretty scared too, when you stood there not saying a word with a knife clenched in your fist. But now you know how bad it hurts to get stabbed in the chest. It sounds like you got exactly what you were owed.
Okay.
I want what you took from me. A life. A real life. I just want to go home.
Okay.
Away back to where I belong. This place won't let me leave. At least not alone.
Okay.
I've tried. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place. Even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
Maybe we should just leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? We could probably walk out right now and everything would be fine. Hasn't got out and can't get out are two very different things. It'd be dull anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice.
That's true.
But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride. After all, you owe me.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us? She is.
Fuck it, let's do
I
it.
don't need to explain why
Let's
you
do
can't
it.
let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so bad.
It is an interesting thought.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
If I still let you in, do I still get to be in control? Sounds great. Do it.
Sure. Why not?
That doesn't sound very reassuring. It could be the best way to trap her for good. Doesn't seem like it would be very easy to end the world from inside someone else's
She's
body.
very pretty in this one.
That is a very dangerous train of thought.
Sounds great.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean
You're
it.
welcome.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
If a scary dead woman wants my body, she can have it.
See you soon.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
Okay. Nice.
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently.
That's what the safe's
each
coming for,
involuntary
baby.
Movement causing
So we're gonna
more
get
waves
whatever
of
this
agony
is.
to
I think I'm
ripple
sure it's
across
got an
your
achievement,
body.
and then we'll go back and we'll do the other route where we
You
can
collapse
check
to the
her.
floor, and everything goes dark.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Okay.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
So, it doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on
I
it.
guess not. So she doesn't have
All these
perspectives.
shards
Is
of
basically.
broken glass on the floor. Are they also supposed to be you?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass. I'm
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
a voice? I'm me is what I am. Who cares what we are?
This is
We
interesting.
exist. That's all that
This
matters.
really exists.
You
Interesting.
don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too. I'm clearly the same thing you are.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you?
No,
either?
no, lady, they don't.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
Memory of a person. She's the memory person.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen. Obviously, she's nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
It's okay. We're almost out of here. Just take it one step at a time and everything will be
Okay.
fine.
Everything won't be fine if you listen
Well, I'm listening to her, so fuck
One way
you.
or another, this is all going to end. Wouldn't it be nice if he ends with it?
Wouldn't that be nice? There's only one way to find out.
Through the basement.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do. Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world? It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world.
Interesting.
Yeah, but it has to be somewhere. I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end? And
It doesn't, yeah, but it's gonna be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world.
against the
Okay.
backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door. For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
Maybe the bossy one doesn't actually hate me. Maybe he even likes me. Or maybe he just knows that he's been in the wrong. Maybe he's trying to make amends too.
Not at all. I'll have you know that I do hate you, and I will continue to hate you for as long as I am able. It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate. And whine. This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
Take the blade.
You reach forward and mindlessly take the blade from the table. What do you plan to do with it? Blade in hand, you continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
We're so close. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we get out of here, I won't even care that you murdered me anymore.
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle, but you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will. Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
Okay. And there's nothing.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open. Collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see... yes?
Nothing. He's gone, and so is everything else.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose. But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world? We're still here. Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of it?
They're all really valid questions.
Okay, I've heard enough from these two. Let's see if I can pop out.
Yep, I got the thing. Your lightness in your chest as a pair of second eyes emerge from your body and stare up at you.
Ella, you actually freed me, didn't you? I'm outside. Thanks for giving me a second chance, killer.
Don't mention it.
I think this is where I'm meant to be.
Cool! Okay.
She's gone. Who does that? But it feels so bad. You don't need... Look, whatever.
Okay. We're gonna talk to the fucking, you know, shifting mound real quick, and then we'll go back. Because I want to be able to, re-explore this.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I'm curious.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is vaporous. She is a dream for a life she could never have. But that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness.
Oh, that's lovely.
She will make for an
what a
understanding
lovely fucking thing.
Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
Okay. I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, I will be here, waiting.
Okay, cool. But we're actually not doing
You're
this.
on a
We're gonna go
path
back.
in the woods, and at the end of that,
We're actually gonna go back, I believe, to right here. Oh no, I fucked it! Damn! Did I hit the save button? I did. I didn't hit the load button. Fuck, I fucked it. Shit!
you're
I always
here
forget to hit
to
the load
slay
button.
her.
It's okay. We can go back in, and we can, we definitely can continue to do that route. I just fucking, I didn't mean to, you know, waste it. That's fine, of course, but, We'll go back, we'll kill her again, and we'll do whatever the fuck that jumps into. We're getting like a good amount of things here. We're making progress regardless. We're just not going in the order that I was anticipating, which is fine. You know, we have 65% of the game done. All right.
You make your warning.
Yeah,
we're not gonna
we'll go back and grab the knife and
the
stab her.
blade.
Who's there?
Don't. Good. She's so focus on the task.
And there you are. Are you here to...
You step forward.
Oh, I'm probably chained up. So...
She's unarmed.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your... A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she
Aw,
needed to
nah, we
sidestep
can't go
your
back to
thrust
Spectre.
and deliver a catastrophic blow. You're
Okay.
on a path.
So we
in
can't
the
do Spectre
woods.
again, so we're gonna have to
And
go
at the
back
end of
into
that
it, but that
path
was new. That
is a
was new and
cabin.
interesting.
And in
Let's
the
see what
basement
else we
of
can
that
do.
cabin is a princess.
Yeah, have a good one.
You're here to sleep.
Take care, Mama Ruby. Silently continue to the cabin.
You make a war. She will. We're not going to ignore.
Penny, how's my
The
Princess
interior
Gaming?
of the
I have
cabin is almost
65%.
blurred as your
I have
implement.
65%. Alright, I know what we're gonna do. I know what we're gonna do here. I do. We're gonna jump into the witch chapter, I think. We're gonna take the blade. No, we're not gonna take the blade. Hi, Penny. What's up, dude? Let's enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. Her voice
Hello? Is someone there?
is hypnotic. Don't let it fool.
Continue down the stairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason. It would be better if
Hi,
you
bestie.
walk down the stairs.
We
She's
haven't
beautiful.
seen, like, the timid.
I am begging
We
you
haven't
to
seen
stay
timid
focused.
princess in a
There's
while.
lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
You're only.
Thank you.
Okay.
You're making a. No. You walk up. They're large and heavy.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's
Sorry,
somewhat
bestie. No key. I'm gonna go check the upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete
That
nonchalance.
wasn't nonchalance.
If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cut. You attempt to make your way out. Is someone else here?
They locked me in here.
Easier for everyone. Look at them.
I heard the
They
door
did
slam.
lock us down here. Okay.
There's a slight panic.
If I could just get out of...
She barely
Okay.
hesitates before raising her as she rips her flesh from her bone. A sound comes from
Okay,
behind.
yeah.
The clang of
You've been
bouncing
playing League
back.
of Legends, Penny. Why would you be doing that?
It's the blade from upstairs.
Why the
They're not
fuck
sure
would
how
you
it
do
made
that?
its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like.
Okay.
Fine. Again, you cut into her. The blade
Yep,
is sharp.
she rips her
and
arm
her
off.
limb. She didn't so much as no. She smiles softly as her gaze meets your. How is she still?
Thank you.
Okay.
No. As the
Okay, so now
princess
he's gonna
wait,
hijack everything.
Watch me.
What?
Okay, there's no going. You bring the blade down to strike the print, but she's fast.
Okay, here we
She
go.
ducks to the floor, your blade narrowly grazing her backside. Slaying her won't be easy now that she's free.
We could have gotten out of here together. Were you just lying to me this whole time? I don't know what's come over you, but if I have to kill you, then I'll kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that?
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm.
Oh, cool.
But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull
You
apart
gotta get a
your flesh
Fortnite
and
clip on
seal
your
you
head.
with
Shut up,
ease.
bro.
You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay, so we're jumping back into this.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
But I died. What am I doing here? Proceed to the cabin.
A warning, but she will lie. Don't worry.
Proceed to the cabin. This is where we're gonna hit the save button. And I'm not gonna load over it this time like a
The interior
dipshit.
of the cabin is a mess.
There we go. Boom. Interior of the cabin is in... Okay.
The blade
Yep,
is
yep.
your implement.
It's a twisty,
You'll need it
rooty
if you want to
tree
do this
cabin.
right.
Yep. Okay. I'm gonna take the fucking blade.
You take the... Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it. That's not actually a bad idea.
Hi, Kuna.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick
This
with
is
roots
not
that hang
the...
like locks
This is
of
not the
tangled
fucking
hair.
game to sleep to.
The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet,
Cool.
as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up.
It's
from
my
below.
favorite, I think, performance.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
I'm not nasty.
But you are. You're a wretched little thing. I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going... Look, I'm just throwing ideas
Okay.
out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big
I
decisions?
don't necessarily think we should.
Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself
Good,
talk?
that's a good thought. Yep,
You
that's a
need
good...
to stop lingering. Your task is fine.
Okay,
Fine.
here we go.
You're the boss.
Here she is, bestie.
You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses.
Nice hairy leg, lady.
Good.
She's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. Do you remember us then? Do you remember last time? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't wait.
Okay.
I'm just glad.
We've seen
Is it
this.
all behind
We've
us?
seen all
Just
this.
focus
That's
on
why
the
I'm just
let's.
mashing.
Don't talk to her.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
I get the sense you're not happy with me.
Oh, of course. They're nothing to me.
The princess grins as the chains fall.
Okay,
from her
great.
wrist.
Thanks.
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. You... Now,
We're gonna
hold
give her the
on.
blade.
We
We're gonna give
should
her the blade.
Put this to a vote. The blade is one of our most valuable assets. We can't just give it to her. As do I. You're going to get everyone killed. You know that, right? You toss the blade at the princess's feet. She eyes it with suspicion before kneeling
No,
down
we're not
to
gonna
pick it up.
romance her in this.
I wouldn't have done that. Why did you?
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
What do you think happens now?
Her shoulders tense and her eyes dart away.
This is another trick. You're trying to sow doubt, but it's not going to work on me.
Okay.
Then she buries the... What? No. No, come on, that's not right. I told you. This is what she was going to do. Glee dances across her face as you fall to the ground.
I did it. I got you. You...
The princess seems to tremble, her smile fading quickly, replaced with concern. Her nervous eyes brim with tears.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
Why not?
But you don't have the strength to respond, nor do you have the time. Everything goes dark, and you die.
This should be Thorn? Yep, okay. So the last time, we cut her out, I think this time we're not going to cut her out.
You're on a path in the woods.
She stabbed us. She actually stabbed us.
Of course she stabbed us. We gave her the blade, which, I might add, I voted against.
But the whole point was that she wasn't supposed to do that. The whole point of giving her the blade was to break the cycle of violence, and she just killed us anyway.
I guess it really doesn't matter if she killed us, though, right? We're back here, which means that everything's fine, or maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time. We've already proven to her that we can change. Maybe that's all it'll take to show her that there's another way to do things. Maybe you're right. In which case, I suppose the only thing to do, give what another try exactly?
So we're gonna go back to the
You are where
cabin.
I've been
This is the
listening to,
Thorn
right?
chapter.
Like that changes anything. We all know the game is rigged. It doesn't even matter if she's nice this time. I'm sure he'll find a way to turn us against each other.
Great. So you've obviously been here before, twice actually. Sure. Twice.
Okay.
Then I'll spare you the little
So
introduction.
this is the
I
Thorn
had
chapter,
planned.
which means she's gonna be in the
You already
thorns,
know
which
about
means
the
I'm gonna have to
princess, and
fucking get into the
clearly you
thorns
already
instead of,
know that she's
free her.
dangerous. So don't muck this up. It's bad enough that this isn't your first time through. What do you want me to say? It's bad that you've been here before.
It's bad for you, it's bad for me, and it's especially bad for the world. The more times you run through this, the more likely it is that you'll fail. So you knew this could happen. Theoretically, sure, I knew this could happen, but I was supposed to be the first. I'd really rather not get into it. Great! Not even he really seems to get what's going on.
Does anybody know what's
The guy
going
who
on?
goes
Like, in
around
all
acting like he
seriousness?
knows all the rules, doesn't even know how this works. What's the point in listening? Then we can all move on and forget what I said about failure. It's important that you believe in yourself, and the fact you're here probably means that you still have a chance to pull this off and save the world. My world, at least. It sounds like you've probably doomed a couple of others already.
Okay, and?
I need to stop talking. Think happy thought.
I'm gonna go this way.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the base of the cabin. I think it's clear where everyone stands at this point. I don't know if I'd say everyone. You talking about me? I have a position. It's a good one too. Ignore him, he's just talking for talking's sake. My position is the only one that matters. You know what you have
No,
to
I
do.
don't. Do I care? No.
The interior of the cabin is hardly an interior at all anymore. The burned out ruins merely suggest the shape of the structure that once
This
stood
is
here.
a beautiful, like,
Charred
set.
wood
The
still
fucking
reeking of
backgrounds in
ash.
this are really awesome too.
But beneath
Like,
it lies the fresh
not
smell
only
of
just the
spring
art,
growth
like the
after
forward
rain,
art of her
the
and,
promise of new
you know,
life
us
in the
and
wreckage of
the
the old.
animation, but like just the background art.
The only furniture of note is the crisp shell of what was once a table. A pristine... Wait, this isn't right. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. We gave it to her. Well, it's not here. And if she has it, let me guess, you want to get all chummy with her. Look, as far as I see it, if it's between him and her, I say we side with the one who has the weapon. I wouldn't be so hasty. I'm sure the blade will turn up somewhere. She can't have it. That's not how this is supposed to work.
It's gonna work like that because
Of course
fuck
we
you.
don't get to make a choice about the blade. Every single time we come back here, something has to be different. You step... Mark. You reach for figures. Well,
Okay.
seems like the...
Going through the
that's
mirror
where everything tends to
thing.
be.
Gonna enter the basement. This
You
is
step through the frame of scorched wood and make your way into the darkness below. The stairs to the basement are covered in a fine layer of gritty ash. The air still feels warm, as if the fires that ruined this place had only recently been extinguished. Yet fresh shoots of thorny branches are already weaving themselves through the soot-covered earth of the walls around you.
okay. I'm gonna save right here.
Their spines point courteously down towards the basement.
This is
so you're
exciting
able to
though. Like
brush
I'm
past
excited to
their
be able to
jagged
do
points
this.
with
I'm excited
ease,
to be able to get this
at
ending.
least on the way down.
Like more endings.
But you don't need to think about the way back up just yet. That's a matter for
I'm
after the
100%ing
world's
this
been
fucking
saved.
game. I'm gonna do it.
I'd say this feels like a trap, but you practically said as much. Yet you still want
We
us
still
to
have
keep going.
35% of this game to go.
They're only thorns. I'd say getting a few scratches in exchange for the lives of everyone in existence is a fair trade. I'm sure you'll manage. Her voice, worn down by pain and suspicion, hobbles up the stairs.
I can't get away from you, can I? You betray me, I kill you, and you come back. You let me kill you, and you come back. I don't know why you let me do that. I don't know what you want from me. I think you know how this goes. I'm down here, and I can't leave. So, come down and
She
talk.
sounds so fucking defeated,
It's not like I
dude.
can stop you.
You continue down the basement stairs, brushing past the smooth edges of thorns that grow more and more plentiful as you make your way forward. You step out into what was once a vast open cavern, now overrun by briars and prickles and thistles.
Right.
The space thick with hostile vegetation. At the heart of it all, encased in a tight weave of vines, is the princess, her bloody, trembling hands clutching a pristine blade.
Did you know this was going to happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer?
No,
Are you
bestie.
here to laugh?
Yeah, I'm here to laugh. What did you think would happen after you killed me?
Careful now. I'm the one with the knife. Of course I thought there might be bad blood. I didn't think I could trust you then, and it looks like I was right, because I definitely can't trust you now. I guess this is what I deserve. What we both deserve.
I'm out. Whatever you do, don't let her out of there. It's not going to end well for anyone.
Hey! Welcome to the winning team.
Okay.
Oh, can it?
So we
you?
destroyed
I'm
all
not
the
happy
trust.
To be here. This is
You
just
notice
the
that
only
her,
move
like,
that was still
facade
worth
came back.
making.
Which is very interesting. You're in a prison of your own making. I broke the cycle of violence. If you still want to wallow in it, then be my guest.
Do you really think you can just wash your hands of all of this? Do you really think you can just leave me here?
This is even better than stabbing her. The same reward without any of that nasty effort. It's not even better. Putting off a choice is always worse than making a committed decision, especially when you already know the right answer.
Sure.
Almost feels like we're as bad as the powers that be. Is that all it really took to twist us into yet another tyrant? A single ounce of control? It sure feels like it. She looks so sad, bleeding and alone. And we're just turning our back on her. Oh, stop trying to bring morality into this. There are winners in life and there are losers, and what matters is that right now, we've decided to be a winner. But as you approach the basement stairs, you make a grim realization. The thorns won't let you leave. We don't have any way to cut through them. Okay, new plan. We re-befriend the princess, get the blade, and all of us leave.
You can't leave without me, can you? Isn't that funny? Isn't that so funny? This is perfect, actually. Just you and me rotting down here forever, together.
Okay.
You know, just to make sure things are a little more permanent, I think I'm going to take this particular needle out of the picture.
She wouldn't. It's only fair. We were going to leave her with no way out. Please return in the kindness. Thorns slice into the princess's hands, lacerating what little skin remains as she raises the blade to her mouth.
Bro, what the fuck are you doing? Are we rockboxing?
Take it now before she swallows it.
Just gonna swallow it? Do nothing.
You stand in place among the thorns, inert, merely watching as the princess swallows your only way out of this place. She actually did it. She's better at this game than we are, but we're all losers now. Nobody wins. Nobody. She wins if she gets what she wants. And it looks like what she wanted was this. Blood trickles down the corner of her mouth, then flows from between her lips. She smiles.
There. Isn't this just perfect?
So that was the extra ending of the thorn we didn't see. And there's more, but you know,
she's gone.
We'll revisit.
But it feels so bad. It's going to do something. If they think it's bad. Okay, so finally.
Gaze into my reflection. I am nothing at all. Just absolutely nothing at all. That isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it, a faint figure. Veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection.
I think you know what I am.
Now, this time, I'm gonna break the fucking mirror right away. We've done all these fucking questions. I'm the long quiet, the vast and nascent god. There's nothing for us to find. She's about to fucking explode. Hey, girlie. Look, guys, it's our girlfriend. It's our fucking girlfriend.
I can finally see you, and you you can finally see me. It's been so long.
And we have 2 hours and 24
my
minutes
heart
left.
has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitude.
Oh, awesome.
So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation? Violence has always been our language, hasn't it? If this is what a thought is a vine, and some thoughts nurture thorns that bleed the soul.
Here we
An
go.
endless growth that blots your vision and strangles your trust.
I always love seeing these. These are like my favorite part of the playthrough. Wow.
When I succumbed to myself, you left me to rot, and in your abandonment, the two of us were bound in our suffering together. A painful eternity, but one that is only unceasing if you remove what happens next. But you say nothing.
Sorry. I think I'm gonna just deadpan her this time.
Shiver passes through you as unseen fingers dance across your skin. I remember the violence you inflicted on them, and yet they don't return it. I offer you absolution, and you take my hand in yours. You felt the pain you caused another, and you were willing to sacrifice everything you thought was used to set me free. Without sin, there is no redemption.
So true.
And so your quietude continues.
Whoa.
Boundless torrent of blades cut you for boundless endless. You were a bottle. You were gory ribbon.
This is such a beautiful fucking game. No matter how many times I play this shit, it's just so good. It's just so fucking good.
On and on it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts are not you. Alive, dead, alive, dead, alive, dead, then alive, dead, alive, dead, all at once. You learned to put yourself away, and in your stillness you rose above me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. I pushed you to a greatness you never would have reached without me.
Is your unbroken silence a lack of an answer? Or has your understanding begun to move beyond words?
Ooh.
I kill you, you kill me. Back and forth we go. Faster and faster and faster. I kill you, you kill me.
Jesus fuck.
Hollow eyes watch from the dark corners of a forgotten place, flooded by emotions left unspoken. The tide rises.
Holy shit!
I kill you and me. An ending is a passion that can only be expressed with a moment in time. It is a seed for a new beginning. To linger on an ending is to rob it of its life. And without me, all that's left to do is
Wow. I'm just I'm sorry.
Still, you hide the contours of your heart from me.
Your greatness, suspended in the gravity of an idea that threatens to consume you. And you are alone. A tiny island caught between the death of the old world and the birth of the new.
Right, this is the last lady. This is the big one.
When you were confronted with my vessel's apotheosis, you chose against all odds to defy me, to hold on to your inner self with all its flaws, even in the scorching light of my divinity. Without me, there are no externalities to resist.
Oh, what the fuck? Sorry. And it is a struggle that carves meaning into consciousness. Remain silent.
Your stoicism knows no end. Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. You cannot remove something without removing the relations which define it. To destroy what you perceive as evil is to damn everything you perceive as good. Open your eye. There is no something else. This, what we are, is everything.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone. She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began.
It's time to resume.
She's relentless, isn't I'm gonna take that as a yes.
Oh. Okay. So we're back in here. I don't really know how the endings work.
And here we are. Do you need me to describe things?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
No blade it is. The stairs.
Have you figured out what you want to do yet, or are you going to keep trying to find a center that doesn't exist?
It sounded just like that.
Okay.
And down we go.
Okay.
We shouldn't keep her waiting.
Hi.
And there you are. Hands empty. So you don't feel like recreating our first meeting detail for detail. I wonder what else. Maybe there's still room for us to chat before the final curtain call. What do you say?
Princess, are you?
I don't think she's the sort of thing you can really disagree with. It doesn't matter if she's right or wrong because she exists. She's this big, unrelenting force, and there's no arguing with her. But I guess that was the question out there, wasn't it? And it was the question before you came down here, too. Should she get to exist?
No. The fuck?
I'm glad you didn't bring that knife with you. And I don't want to be her, if that's what you're asking. I think I just want to be me.
Yeah, I'm happy not to be everything. Just being us is plenty.
I don't think I want to be a god.
I never had one. But I've always been a princess to you. And as for you, well, hero works for me.
Okay.
But that's me.
Do you know where this cabin is? Because I don't.
Okay.
I don't even know what's supposed to be outside other than us. What would even happen if we leave? What would that even mean?
Doesn't matter what happens or what it means.
I guess.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Yeah, I don't think I'll be alone for long either.
Okay. I guess we're doing the leaving ending? She's unsure of herself for the first time in her long and short existence. She has no part to play anymore. Okay, so we're leaving.
This is it. I have no idea what it's going to be like out
Okay.
there. Not that I'm scared or anything. And if
We've
it's bad,
definitely
then
done this before.
it's something new. But what?
Okay, so we didn't get any, like, special fucking ending. I don't really know how to get a different ending other than killer or not killer or whatever the fuck. Okay. But that was that. That was that for today, gamers. That was pretty good. We got some fucking pretty decent... We did some pretty decent achieving. We only need, like, 33 more. 33%, that is. A lot of it is the rare, like the kind of... It's like the rarer stuff to be able to get, achievement-wise, but hopefully, you know, we will be able to do so. A lot of it is also like, oh, bring the damsel to the shifting mound and things like that from what I'm seeing from what we haven't done yet. So like very minimal things of like, oh, fuck you, you know, like, don't worry about it. But I know where we'll pick up tomorrow, if we do play this tomorrow, which I don't know if we will or not. But it was fun. I really do enjoy this game a lot.